How's things? So I'm going to teach how to play Small Bump by Ed Sheeran, and it's a very good song to practice finger picking with. It's all finger picking, and there's a beat to it as well, so you're going to be constantly trying to slap it while you're playing the song. In between picks you're going to be slapping and then using it as a rhythm, so it's a very good song to practice. It's hard enough, like it took me a while to get this one now, but the way I play it is a little bit different. I think there's only one bit that's really different, but I'll point it out when I'm at it. But it's just I just rather playing it that way myself, so hopefully you enjoy the lesson anyway. So it's the start of the song. It starts off in E minor, and there's a few different little chords in it, but I'm not sure the names of them, but I'll find out and put them in the comment section on the video if I can find out the names of these, but I think there's just half chords in that. So it starts off in E minor, and you're going to pluck E minor is 2nd fret A string, 2nd fret D string, and you're going to pluck the two of them together and slap. So every time you kind of do a little bit in this song, it's a slap, like, so it's there's always that slap at the end. So you start off in E minor, and so you pick the two of them, A string and D string, slap, then A string, D string and G string, one after the other, so, and slap. So at the very start, A string, D string together on the E minor chord, slap, stay on the E minor chord, A, D, G. So keep trying that and get the rhythm of it. So it's right. So that's the very start. So E minor. So if you're that far, then you're gonna, the minute you hit that slap, you're gonna change. You're gonna put your pinky finger on the 4th fret of the D. Now I know it's really the 7th fret of the guitar, but when you have the capo on the 3rd, that's your 4th fret. So you go from sorry, now I messed that up a bit, so we can cut that out, can't we? So it's the two of them again, the two strings again, A and D, but your pinky's on the 4th on the D string. So it's pick the two of them and then a down strum. So from the start. So it's two of them together, then you switch to take your two fingers off, put your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, index finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, pick the two of them again. Or no, the better way of doing it is put your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, leave your index finger ready for the 2nd fret of the D string, and so you're going to hammer onto it. So the two of them together, hammer on, two of them together, hammer on, then down strum. So hopefully you're that far. You can keep practicing, pause the video, do the first bit, you know, and then when you get that bit, do the second bit, pause it. Keep doing them over and over until you get each one. That's the way I always learn anyway. It's just start from the beginning, start again every time you make a mistake. So it's Now from there, that's as far as we got. Drop these two fingers, each one down one. So you're going with your middle finger to the 3rd fret of the E. Excuse me, the index finger to the 2nd fret of the A. And pluck the 3 top strings. So pluck the low E, the A and the D. So from there, slap, and then A, D, G. So from here, A, D, G, slap, and while you slap it, move your fingers down. So your ring finger is going to be on the 3rd fret of the B, index is going to be on the 2nd fret of the G, and it's kind of like a D chord, but your middle finger isn't on the 2nd on the high E, but you're going to pluck the G string, or the D string, the G string and the B string together, and it's going to slide up, instantly slide it up. So it's going to slide from, your ring finger is going to end up on the 4th, or on the 5th fret, sorry, of the B string, and your index finger is going to end up on the 4th fret of the G string. So right from the start. Three together, D, G and B together. So when you slide it up to the 5th and the 4th, when you slide it back down, give it that little pause and then open G string, and that leads you back to the start of the verse again. Right, so you're back to the start of the verse now again, so you're back to E minor, and the very same way again. Same power chord again, very same way. Same chord again. Now this is where it changes. So from that bit, now the way I do it here, I think it's different than the way it was originally played, but it's just the way I do it leading into through the verses and into the chorus. So I go the low E string, then I pick the 2 D and A, so A and D, low E string, low E string, A and D. Then I go to here, I lift my index finger off the A string altogether and just have my middle finger on the low E on the 2nd fret. So I'm back to the start. And that's basically the way the song goes. So say your verse, I played, like say the verse for the first time, it's this time we have this. That'll bring you into the chorus. So if you do the whole thing twice, so the first time you go through the verse you do this, then the second run it's, and that's 3rd fret in the low E, 2nd fret in the A, pick the low E, pick the A and the D together, then just middle finger, 2nd fret, low E, and very same thing, low E, A and D. and that leads you back. That's the way the song goes. So say if you play that whole thing 3 times at the start of the song. So you're doing the slide 3 times and you're doing that 3 times. And on your 3rd time you do that. So you're after doing the slide 3 times at the start of each run around. And then the 3rd time, so you're going, and this is straight to the chorus. So you go to A minor chord, which is 1st fret of the B, 2nd fret of the D, 2nd fret of the G, and pick the 3 of them all together. Pick the D, G and B all together. Slap, D, G, B. So all together and then individually. So it's then immediately when you do them together, then on their own, that slap go to C chord. So you're leaving your index on the 1st of the B, putting your ring on the 3rd of the A string, you're putting your middle finger on the 2nd of the D string. I usually pick them all. I pick the 4 of them. I pick the A with my thumb, pick the D with my index, pick the G with my middle and the B with my ring finger. So I just go. So I usually go. So pick them all and then A, G, B. So all together, on their own, all together, A, G, B. Then you go to G chord. I usually pick the low E string. So your G chord is 3rd fret, low E string, 2nd fret, A string, 3rd fret, B string, 3rd fret, high E string. Alright, so when you're leading up to that G chord, so you go from the A minor, so that's the whole part of the G chord, so it's so what I'm doing there is I'm hitting the first pluck of it when I get to it. I'm hitting the low E string, the D, G and B string. So I'm hitting the low E with my thumb, D with my index, G with my ring, B string with my, or G string with my middle finger, sorry, and B string with my ring finger. So first it's all together, the 4 strings together, low E, D, G and B. Slap as always, then low E. Then when you hit the low E that time, pluck the 3 of them, the D, G and B. Then the high E. So right from the start of the G, it's the 4, then low E, the 3 of them together, the D, G and B strings, high E, and then slap. But it's all quick, so it's so you go back then, so it's all of them together, low E, the 3 strings, high E, then the 4 again. To lead out of it, then you go low E, G, B, and back to the A chord. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play the whole chorus and I'll slow down the G chord so you can kind of get the sound for it and practice along. I'll play the whole chorus slowly. So now there's the first one is the G chord, so it goes A minor, then the G, then back to A minor. So this is your second time around. C, very same way of picking it, but this time you go to a D chord, which is 2nd fret high E string, 3rd fret B, 2nd fret G. And in this song you're going to put your thumb on the 2nd fret of the low E, which is, it's hard enough to get it, but you'll get it. Like, keep trying it, you'll get it. And you're going to pluck it all together. So my thumb is hitting the low E, index is hitting the G, middle finger's hitting the B, ring finger's hitting the high E. Now you're going to pluck it 5 times, but I only hit the low E the first time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that leads you back into the verse. And kind of like try and let them get lighter as you hit them the 5 times. So it's 1. It leads back into that. So I'm going to go right from the start of the chorus one more time so you can, I can show what way, let's just make sure you know what way it's played, like so. Back to the verse again. Then the whole thing again once. That's kind of the end of the chorus, and then it goes back into the verse again. So you do it twice and then back into the verse and do the whole thing twice again, and it's back into the chorus again. The best thing to do is listen to the song and play along with it, and then you'll find where everything goes then. But they're all the chords you need for it and that. So I'm going to show a video of my right hand, and it'll show exactly. I'm going to do it as slowly as I can so you can see what fingers I'm picking what strings with, and once you get a hang of where the chords are and all, maybe it'd be good then to start, look at the right hand then and go along with the right hand then. Once you have all the chords down and you know where you're going each part of the song, you're not going for the wrong chords and that, get used to where you're going, and then it should be helpful then to look at the right hand. But I'll put it up there anyway. Right, so I'm going to run through the whole song now as slowly as I can with the right hand, and I'll call out when I'm going into the chorus so that you know what the story is with the change and the way I'm picking and that. So I'm just going to start now and go through it. So first chord, starting off E minor, verse. I'm going to play the verse 3 times and then into the chorus. I'll play it exactly the way I usually play it, as slowly as I can. Leading into the chorus now. A minor. C. G. A minor. C. D. Back to the verse, well, the end of the chorus sort of, so twice. And then the other part of it, the same thing again, where it ends. So you do that twice and then it leads back into the verse. Do the verse twice again and into the chorus. But like I said, listen to the song if you want to learn it properly, and play along. Whatever level you're at of playing it, play it that way with the song and you'll get it. So that's basically it for the lesson. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions or anything like that, or requests or anything, put them in the comment section and I'll try and get it done. Like, so thanks a million for watching the video, and like and subscribe.